James here, of course, and I am on my own this weekend. Kids are gone, I am running solo, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be a nice weekend just of hanging out by myself, reflection, doing some fishing, swimming, checking out Rice Lake. We are down by, well, I'm down anchored off White's Island. There's a bit of a beach here. It's nice mud bottom, close in the shore, in about 6 feet of water, so the holding's good. The wind tonight, it's forecasted to be like 5 knots out of the south, and we have some protection from the south, so it's pretty good. And as soon as I got here, some local speedboaters pulled up, and I've been chatting to them for a bit. They have some super awesome, really sick ass boats, like the hot rod of boating. So I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Walk by today. I just walked on by to see your smiling face. Oh, it's really good to feel deep down inside of this, something might be real. And I just drove by today. I was just driving by. I wanted to see your face. Oh, how I dream of thee. To see just how you've grown, but it's not meant for me. Don't say goodbye to me.
Good morning from White Island. It was a good night. Went to bed. It was nice and flat. Of course, I forgot to hook up the snubber. So this morning, around 5 o'clock or so, the wind was out. It was only supposed to be 5 knots out of the south, and there's not a lot of fetch to the south, but the wind was a little higher than that, I think, because the boat was rocking a little bit. If I had the snubbers on, I would have got an extra 2 hours of sleep, because the chain, the jerking of the chain wouldn't have woke me up. But that's completely my fault. And those who know me know I'm not a morning person. So here I am up at, what, 5 in the morning. But it's nice. Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at. I got the sun coming up on the water. We've got the dinghy all ready for some fishing. But yeah, the wind has calmed right down. And here's the south here. So it's, you know, it's a little bit of fetch, but not near enough to cause any damage at 5 knots. But yeah, it's a nice morning here on Rice Lake, White Island. So I'm going to have a coffee. Just had a fish jump right in front of me here. And as you can see, so if you are coming into White Island, it's an interesting spot because out here it's all weeds. It's weed beds all the way to shore. It's big, huge weed beds. But I'm a guy, and I'm not great with length. As a guy, I usually exaggerate when I give a length, but I'm probably 50, I'd say 50 feet from shore. And the beauty with White Island, all along the side here, we're on the east side. All the way down the side, the sandbar comes out a fair bit, I'd say the sandbar comes out about 25 feet, and then it transitions to mud, and that's your 50 feet. 25 feet of sand, 25 feet of mud. So you got to get fairly close. I'm in about 7 feet of water, about 50 feet off, and my anchor held all night in mud, and just past the mud is where the weed bed starts. So I'm right on the edge of the weed bed, which makes for nice fishing too. So yeah, that's the trick for White Island. And as I said, the anchor held all night, and we're gonna get ready to enjoy this beautiful morning, have some coffee, and then go for a fish. Okay, so the dinghy's all set up. I just want to talk about this. I have mentioned it in other videos, but this is our Intex Mariner 4. It's just a little inflatable dinghy. When it deflates, it all stores in our in a tote in our engine bay, so we don't need dinghy davits or anything like that. 55-pound thrust trolling motor. It's awesome. This is our 4th year with it. We've never had an issue with it. It does exactly what we want it to do. It's for getting us to shore. It's for some fishing in some relatively calm water like we have today. It's perfect. And this setup is probably about $1,000 to $1,200 Canadian. You can see I've got 2 deep cycle batteries, just one for a backup. But yeah, this works well, and I just wanted to say, after 4 years, I'm still happy with it. For the money and what we use it for, you can't beat it. It's really, it works well. So anyways, gonna go hopefully catch some fish. Let's go. Well, that's not the fish I was looking for, but beggars can't be choosy. There's a fish. There we go. Fish number 2 of the weekend. Just a little largemouth bass. So, rock bass and a largemouth bass. We just need to get some bigger fish, that's all. Okay, here is bass number 3. Where is he? There's bass number 3. Still not the size we're looking for. Now there's a nice fish there. A nice bass. Nice Rice Lake bass. That's the size I want to catch all day. Right there. Here we go. We got catch number 4. What do we got here? What is that? Where is it? There it is. Catch number 4. A rock bass. Again, we're catching a lot of fish this size, and we need to go a little bigger, so I don't know whether we're fishing too shallow. We got to find bigger fish here, but that's the 4th fish of the weekend. Now that's what I'm talking about. We're getting bigger. There's a beauty bass right there. That's a nice, I don't know, that's maybe 2 pounds. Nice fish. Ow! There we go. Beauty bass right there. Nice largemouth. I can catch these guys all day. What's that? Fish number, I think that's fish number 6 today. Beauty day on Rice Lake. Oh, sure. Looks like we got visitors. Another visitor stopping by. It's raining now, so it's not supposed to last long. So we'll see what happens here. Nice to have the camper top, so you can stay dry and be outside still. So anyways, the cool thing about Rice Lake is that it is one of the reasons we came up here was because it's closer to friends and family. And it was nice. Had a couple buddies pop by today on their jet skis for a beer and a chat. So it's kind of cool to be anchored out and having friends stop by and catching up. So anyways, it's raining, and I might actually do some editing or clean up the boat a bit. But it is coming down. Those poor guys are on their jet skis heading up to Hastings. So they're going to be soaked by the time they get up there. It's a bit of a rainy afternoon today, so I thought I'd just take a minute to speak about the anchorage that is White Island. It's been nice. You know, it has been nice. The beach isn't anything great, but it is a nice little spot. What's really cool is the sandbar that comes out into the water. That's where people can kind of run their boats into the sand and anchor or do whatever. For bigger boats, I looked at it with the dinghy. Most part here, probably at least 200 meters or so. You've got about 50 feet from shoreline where it goes sand, down to deeper water, about 7 feet or so with mud, and then you're right into a weed line that you don't want to anchor in. So enough room to swing. The holding has been great, and if you do it right and you're right on the weed line, it makes for great fishing right from your boat. As you guys would have seen probably, I think I've caught 5-6 fish this weekend. It's been nice. It's a great spot if you're on the weekend. You'll get a lot of locals stopping by with their speedboats, power boats, pontoons. It can be a bit of a party place. During the week, it's a little quieter. I've had it, so I've been out here Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday I had it all to myself. Saturday, because the weather hasn't been great, I had it all to myself as well overnight. It's kind of neat because you're off the main channel, but you can still see the main channel. So I've been watching some looper boats go through as they go up to Peterborough. So no, it's been a cool place. I'll definitely come back. Yeah, so I recommend it. Like, I guess if you're a looper or you're going through the Trent, you're always on a timeline. And as I said before in previous videos, I don't think people spend much time in Rice Lake. And here's a spot where you could spend a night out, have some fun swimming on the sandbar, stuff like that, and then head on up to Peterborough. So just thought I'd share this with you, and if you're in Rice Lake, check it out.